Welcome back to another Legend 3245 video. We are back with another franchise mode episode after a long week full of exams and summatives. We are back with more energy than ever after relaxing for one day. Sorry I didn't upload yesterday and Friday. I was resting after a long week in which I had to do a lot of work. And we are back and more pumped up than ever to start up our Seattle franchise mode here in 2034. As soon as the EA gods let us go into the game, of course. All right, so we are in free agency of 2032, and we have some big things that we had to do. So the first thing is coaching staff. I believe we sent out offers to 3 coaches. Yep, we offered 3 coaches for the NHL. That's good. Next is scouts. We were doing the scouts. We currently have 16. We offered 5. Okay, that's good. Next was the question of Charpentier. All right, so looking through the people we just want to sign Charpentier and Newble. Definitely Newble. But we're gonna have to make space. So we gotta trade away a long time Seattle Lion. Well, not extremely long time, but a pretty long time Seattle Lion. Morgan Bancks. He played here for 8 seasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seasons plus another couple in the AHL. He's been playing in our system for a long time, but his contract, 6.6 mil locked up to 7 years, is just way too much. So we're looking for someone to take on that contract, give us a nice pick. Anaheim's a rebuilder. Would they give us their first round pick for him? No. Would anyone give their first round pick? Actually, maybe we can take Arizona's next year first round pick. Still rejected. How about 2 years in advance? 2035 first round pick? No. How about a 2037 first round pick? Actually, 2036. Hold up. Yeah, nope. That's 2037 again. We were looking for 2036. There we go. Would you accept it? There we go. We get a first rounder for Martin Bancks. Arizona, pleased to do business with you. We get rid of some cap. We now have 12 mil in cap space, meaning we have enough to sign our boy Charpentier, which is nice. But we also got to get rid of another contract if we are to sign Lucas Newble. But the thing is, he's 83 at 24. What if we just... Because look. The worst other contract, at least in my opinion, is probably, at the moment, it is probably Morgan Viscoskis, 87 overall, locked up to 6 mil. Because he's on the third line. But Newble, he's a third pairing defenseman at best in our franchise mode. Because we have in terms of defensemen, we have Antropov, Halstruck for sure on the first pair. Then we have Lissac. And yeah, we need Newbold for like the second pair. But I'm sure there's a cheaper defenseman for the second pair. And then the third pair is just like prospects. And in fact, I'd see Liam Sedin hopping into our NHL lineup this year because even though he's a bust, I mean, he wasn't a bust. He was a sixth rounder. We never expected him to be a star, but he's still a good player. He played one season in Seattle, had an amazing plus minus. He was good defensively. I can see him play with us in the NHL next year. So what's that? That's 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, and Charpentier. So yeah, Newbold is definitely a third pairing guy at best because it's Antropov, Charpentier, Halstruck, Lissac, and then Liam Sedin, and basically whoever else, right? So like, I don't think we should get rid of a player to get Newbold to sign because like, who are we even gonna get rid of? Looking at the contracts, Gibson, he's one of our best players. Griffith, he's one of our best players. Kako, he's been with our franchise from the beginning. London is on his entry level. Newendijk is one of our best players. Dubois has been with us from the start. Hallestruck is one of our best defensemen. Viscoskis is good. Maybe not worth that $6 million, but come on. Bluing, amazing contract. Lissac, 6.5 for a good defenseman. Like, these are all good contracts. Like, arguably the worst contract is a guy like Hordichuk, but he's gonna grow. So it's gonna be worth it. And that's only $2 million, not to mention. So like, you won't be getting rid of much cap space if you just get rid of random $2 million contracts. So what if we trade away Newbold and we get a new defenseman? Now see, the thing is, if we're trading Newbold, right now, what's his value is going to be a lot lower than usual. But it's still really high. Like, that's still a first round pick. So I think that's worth it. Maybe if we trade him to a team like Buffalo, they have a lot of veteran presence. Actually, their team is kind of good. Looking through the rosters. Ooh, I see Calgary falling off in like 1 or 2 years, like large, because their offense is entirely old people. So actually, Calgary might be the move. We could grab a first, not this year, but next year, and then additionally take like a second. I would do that. Okay. First and a third. Okay. First and a fourth. Oh wait, no, we need a defenseman. What am I thinking drafting a first rounder? We need a defenseman back. So actually, let's look at potential like third pairing defenseman we can get for Newbold as well as like picks or something. So sorting my defenseman overall, we're looking for a guy who can contribute right at the moment. Nice contract. 1 year though. 80 at 23. That's not bad. That could be a potential option. 80 at 23. Miss Sully from Anaheim. Here it would be, Ronnie Smith would be the dream. He would be the dream. He would be the dream for sure. This guy, Ronnie Smith, or Forstrom would be pretty good. And a lot more attainable, I would imagine. Although they can try getting Smith. Boston, what defenseman do you have? You have McAvoy. I'm looking for a cheap contract. You don't really have a good defenseman who's cheap. Same with you, Buffalo. How about you, Calgary? Actually, Eddie is perfect for the type of role we want to fill. Yeah, Eddie's probably our best option. 1 year left. He might ask for a massive pay raise, but like it's I forget what Nubo wants. Because if he wants something like long term for cheap, then it might be worth it. You know, like what is he looking for? He's looking for 6 years at 6 mil, which honestly, it's manageable. It's not the worst, especially long term. But we're strapped for cap right now, and Charpentier is our main guy. Like Charpentier, I'm gonna be signing right now. In fact, I'm gonna be signing him right now. 11.425 mil, and then we're gonna be again Newble 6 mil. 6 mil. I mean, and like we barely have enough space for another defenseman. I think we take a calculated risk. Because let's look at the defensemen in the system. We have Lemaire at 78, Huutonen at 78. Like, we have some defensemen that are capable of playing third pair, right? We have Lemaire, we have Huutonen. Both of them are 78s. And 78s can't play in the NHL. It's just that means we'll have to sacrifice a bit of our defense. But honestly, it might be a good move because I don't see us keeping Newbold, right? Like 6 mil for a third pair guy, it's just unreasonable. And so for that reason, I actually made up my mind. We're gonna get a first rounder for Newbold. Okay, so Newbold, get ourselves a first. Right over here. Rejected. Okay. Just give it for next year. Trade accepted. Thank you, Washington. Have fun with Lucas Newbold. Lucas Newbold, you were good. Wish we could have kept you for longer, but it was not meant to be. Joe Pavelski signs as our head coach. Let's go. And Paul Gallardi is ready for the NHL goalie coach. We get a scout to sign in. We get a scout to sign in. We get a scout to sign in. Advancing days. The fan base of your team is top notch and was a driving factor for accepting your offer. Thank you very much, Ella Latinen, NHL assistant coach. We are happy to have you in our coaching staff. Another scout scouts in, but the best scout who we really wanted doesn't even get signed. Yikes. Who did want low top 9? This is interesting. Tarasov, 58 low top 9. And a first rounder. Never mind. I'm not giving up a first rounder for an 82 defenseman. No, thank you very much. And there we go. George Charpentier is back in the team for another 7 years at 11 mil. Oh yeah, and since we aren't keeping Newbold, since we traded him, now we can just sim to the next season. Brennan Carlo traded to Montreal. Good for them. We have nothing to do. Vaclav Palat traded to Vegas. First, Casey Middlestat to Carolina. Buffalo is clearly rebuilding. Small trade right there. We receive an offer, low top 9 and a low top 6 for a 4th and a 5th. You know what? That's a deal, as long as they're not playing in the AHL. No, they aren't. Okay, deal. Oh, wait. We have to sign AHL players. Almost forgot. Again. I feel like as the years go by, I'm getting worse and worse at AHL stuff. So let's go, I don't know, let's go 2-way. Let's just offer a ton of contracts, Sure, Actually, whatever you want. You want that? Sure. Welcome to the team. You want that? Sure. Welcome to the team. You want that? Sure. Welcome to the team. You want that? Sure. You want that? You want that for... Then since now we have forwards, let's get some defensemen. Karpinen or Camps. And let's get one last forward, and that should be good for the AHL team. Accepted. Yeah, okay, whatever. Some people not signing on. I don't know why. But some people do sign on. Sorry. And now that we have a bit of our HL team, right, they're looking at our HL players. We have, let's go by forwards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 players pretty much above 75. And a guy like Bell can actually sign his first contract with us right now. The contract offer was simply not, higher salary. Okay, got it. Oh, I can't even offer him more. That's kind of iffy, but okay. We have in the system, we have more than enough though in the system, like in terms of forwards at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Bell would be the fourth liner. So you know what? Like why even sign? And defenseman wise, we have a ton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have so many defensemen in the system. It is insane. Let's just go out there, sign another forward quickly. You know, quick right over here. Color. Right, we get one of those, and then after that, once Colin signs on, we can get ourselves our new AHL coaching head staff. Once he signs on, he rejects. Your roster is full. No room. Okay. So then we're just gonna go to coaching staff. Just gonna go hire our new AHL staff. Hire coaches, AHL head coach. Let's start with this guy, Bus. 0% team fit. Why doesn't it? Is this a glitch or something? I can't tell my NHL team fit. And because I can't, I mean, I guess let's just take a flyer on one of these guys, because why the heck not? You know? Here, have that. And then we want a HL assistant coach. Let's get a little bit of a generalist up in here. There you go. Again, I don't know why it doesn't say team chemistry. That's not how it's supposed to be. Let's go sign this coach for the position of NHL assistant coach, and then if there's someone who specializes in goalies, then we can sign him in as a goalie coach. And we'll pay this guy a lot extra just because, you know, he wants assistant coach. We're giving him gold coach. There we go. Bus is here. Yeah. Okay. They all accept. Okay, now that they've accepted, I think we can send to the next season. Just be ready for the season. All right, here we go. Edit lines. The lines are looking great under Joe Pavelski. The first line is now getting a +3 if it was Morgan Viscoskis. And if it was Dubois, we get a +3. All right, so the chemistries are finally looking good because we now have a new head coach. Joe Pavelski is a new head coach in town, and he loves all of these boys right over here. We'll play London on the second line. This third line is pretty stacked, 87, 87, 86, with a +1, not to mention. Looking at the depth here, scratched is Hordichuk and Hulsey, both of which I'd rather have over Javon Beckett. And also, when you do that, now it's a +3. So it's a +3, +1, +1, +3 with a nice little playmaker, two-way forward, power forward combo on that fourth line. Two-way forward, playmaker, two-way forward, get a +1. Power forward, sniper, playmaker, but still get a +1 because I don't know why, honestly. Pierre-Luc Dubois, sniper, power forward, playmaker, +3 on that first line. Up on the defense, the first line is looking great. Marcus Antropov, Charpentier with a +3. Lissac and Halstruck at +1. But Kavanaugh and Liam Sedin get a -1. If I made him an offensive defenseman, I think it would be a 0. Given that we have 0 scotches on defense, I think we should probably do that. Captains are still the same as they've been for seasons upon seasons now. Vince Gibson, Dubois, Kako. All right, so the first thing is we're going to be editing a player. It was our 81 overall, Pavel Kovanov. Who we're going to switch to offensive defenseman. There we go. And that should hopefully give it a +0. Because that's what we want. We want a +0. We never want negatives. We're fine with zeros. We're fine with +1s. We're fine with +3s. All that good stuff. We just don't want negatives. Because as soon as you get negatives, then it'll actually impact the performance of the team. There we go. Nice 0 up in that third pair. So the defense, not quite as sound chemistry-wise, but that first line's playing like a 97, 91. And the second line is pretty deadly too. And definitely this offense is deadly. Clinton Griffith playing like a 99 overall. I expect big things from this first line. Up on this power play, Kako, I like the first pair. I like the second pair. I like this. I like that. I don't like a -3. That's something we gotta change right over there. Let's get Griffith killing penalties too. He's a 96 overall. I expect him to do well anywhere he goes. Okay, Kako doesn't fit. Fair enough. Viscoskis maybe. Bordychuk, -2, not bad. Lissac, Charpentier. I mean, that's who I want on defense, to be honest with you. What if I get like a center, I don't know, say Dubois, -2. Gibson, -3. Nurendijk, -3. Henrik London, -1. Okay, that's better. That's better. That is better. And then what if you get Lissac and let's give the youngster Liam Sedin some penalty kill. Oh, never mind. He is the same as Khalil Lissac. Maybe rather than Charpentier, you go Halstruck. It still gives it a -1. Antropov maybe still gives you a -1. What if we go? I don't know. We stack the defensemen. Antropov playing on both defensive pairs and for the penalty kill. And for the 3-man PK, honestly, I don't care because rarely does it happen. And these are our extra attackers, pretty nice. 4-on-4, I like it. Our team is really, really strong. Shootout, nice. Goalies wise, Edgar Knights is up to 90 overall, and Dustin Romano is up to 88 overall. That's pretty good. Gotta say, if these lines weren't stacked before, oh boy, are they now. Look at this. You have an amazing offensive core. Amazing offensive core. The best in the league by far. Defense is a bit weaker than last year, but it's still really strong. And goalies are the strongest in the league, no doubt about that. So with the change of coaching, we now have a lineup based upon chemistry. Joe Pavelski and our new squad of coaches right over here are prioritizing a new way to build the team, and that is staff chemistry and chemistry in general. We have Joe Pavelski giving us a B- offense, a B defense, a C power play, a A penalty kill, B- teaching, C coach influence, but he's only 48, and he gives marvelous chemistry. All around 68% team fit, along with Ryan Getzlaff, who is also amazing. I mean, he's marvelous too. In fact, I would, like, hypothetically, I would change it, but I won't. Latinen giving us a nice little veterans thing. That'll help out Dubois. That'll help out Kako. We have our goalie coach, Gallardi. Really nice chemistry. Up in the AHL, not the best chemistry. Team fit is 58% only. I mean, right now, we're no longer really focusing on the AHL team anymore. That's barely our focus now compared to, say, what it used to be years ago. Clefbaum definitely gotta play first line. Voutilainen, if he's signed, then he should be playing first line too. Eddie Kerslak, yeah, sure, he can be on the second line. Any other like prospects that are scratched? Looks like just D-man are scratched. Okay. So on defense, Huutinen on that first pair. Goulet. These are all age 27 or above. So actually, I'd rather have my prospects up in here. Like, say, if we have an OFD, you know, let's get a you know, like Miles Regger, who is a DFD, will fit well with Huutinen. And then we replace La Rose with Fletcher, who is a nice offensive defenseman. Right? And then we replace McIntyre with a defensive defenseman, like Goulet or Par Ekman Larson. He would fit well. Yeah, he would fit well. And he's also a prospect. And then here you would replace with the best prospect. I don't think Lados is a prospect. Let's see. You have age 27. Goulet is not a prospect. McIntyre is not a prospect, I don't think. Alexandrov is not a prospect. Pavlik is a prospect. So you replace, and then two-way Ds fit in well with, what do they fit in well with? I guess Urkamps. Rylan. Let's see. Rylan is age 30. Karpinen is age 27. Erkamps, I think he's a prospect. No, he's 27 too. Goulet, McIntyre, Savage, all of these guys aren't prospects, so we might as well just go with the best overall player, Mark LaRose. And that gives us a nice HL defensive core. And offensively, it's okay. It's definitely more of a growth-based team right now. Special teams, power play, Regger, Hutanen, they're both there. Okay. Dika, Koryaluk. I mean, we're not playing the guys I want to play on the power play. Let me see. Let me get this fixed up. Left wing, Clefbaum. Yes, we want Clefbaum. There we go. Then in terms of centers, we want Kerslack. In terms of a right wing, we want, we can play left wing and right wing. Let's get Luchalainen. There we go. Hutanen on defense, as well as, let's say Fletcher. Oh yeah, let's go. With a +3, that's a nice power play line. And then the second line doesn't really matter because we don't have forwards, but defenseman-wise, let's get Ragger, Lados. Let's get Parak and Larson and Pavlik to play on that. Give it a nice +0. 4-man power play. You know what? Honestly, again, we don't really care about growth anymore. Like, I hate to say this, but our lineup is pretty much set for years upon years. Look at this. We have an 83 overall AHL goalie backup. All right, Swire Stephenson just going to play in the AHL as an 83 overall. Nice, nice. We're going to have probably the most stacked NHL/HL lines ever. More like NHL. NHL lines are really deadly with the new coaching staff. Honestly, our best coach retiring might have been a blessing because now we get to see the true impact of chemistry. What does chemistry do for you? So let's sim to the regular season. We are salary cap compliant. And now we can go assign our scouts, WHL, Liga, USA East, QMJ, USA West, SHL, HL, DAL, WHL, OHL, USA Central, QMJ, HL, Russia, Liga. Oh, okay. So he shouldn't be HL Atlantic. He should be WHL. Let's relocate him. Get him playing in the WHL. And let's actually set up our scouts. Hold on. Let me set up our scouts. like the actual regions, because I feel like right now it's kind of messed up. Kinda. Let's see. Let's see. Where is if I can just get out data 782 video on scouting. You know, my favorite. WHL. Okay, so we want 3 WHL. We've got 1, 2, 3. We want 3 OHL. We've got 1, 2, 3. We have 3. 2 QMJHLs. We have 2. We have 2. I know that. 2 SHLs. We have 1. And we have 2. 2 Ligas. 1, 2. 2 Russias. 1, 2. 1 USA West. We have a USA West. 1 USA East. 1 USA Central. We have a USA Central. 1 Dell. We have a Dell. We have a Dell. Right? We have a Dell somewhere. Yep, we have a Dell. NLA. 1 NLA. We have. Do we have an NLA? Looks like no. So one of these guys, probably Zerdav, is actually meant to be our NLA. Yep, he's our NLA. So let's relocate him. NLA. There we go. Yeah, to go into NLA. Perfect. We need 1 extra Liga. We have 1 extra Liga. And that's perfect. Alright, so now we just set up the scouting. It's always pretty easy at the beginning of the year, you know, it's just like, you know. Here we go, let's just set up the scouting. I'll take us to March. February 22nd, so we want around that date, that means. Let's just scout until Enquist. February 25th, February 19th. Let's just get February 25th. Why not? Okay, he'll be done by January 24th. QMJ Chow now. Maybe like the first 150. Honestly, that's not even enough. So we might want to add like, yeah, so let's go. Perfect. February 22nd. That's marvelous. USA West. This guy can just scout all of them. On second thought, he won't scout all of them. He'll scout almost all of them. Except Leech. SHL, you know, let's just get up to 237. That's up to February 19th. That's honestly perfect. There we go. OHL. Plenty of OHL prospects still. Maybe up till the first 120. If we're lucky. Probably not. This is probably enough to get up till March. Yep, it is. What else? What else would you expect out of the OHL? Plenty of prospects. I'd rather have February 25th and February 17th. Our Dell Scout, our new and improved Dell Scout, that is. This guy should just be able to do all of them, I would imagine. Or like almost all of them. In one go, in one scouting. Not quite. Because the Dell prospects are increasing as we go along. So he can actually only do up to the first 500, which is still amazing, by the way. Oh, this is our second WHL scout, I believe. Yeah. So the first one did up to 130. So the second one, let's say up to 230. Whoops. He's already being scouted. So actually not up till 230, but honestly a bit more than that. Like up to greening. My rhythm isn't good today. Usually I don't spend this much time on scouting. Of course, now that I'm free, I can start editing all my videos of the past, I think, 4 weeks that have been not edited. As well as this video, of course. Oops, why am I going this high? The scout's only job was to go up to 130. 132, that is. Yeah. This is like, we'll add even another prospect here. And then that's good. From our second OHL, sorry, first OHL did what? He did up to first 104. Okay. Sorry, second OHL will do up to 200. Roughly speaking. Oh, he's already being scouted. Same with Wartika. So actually we can add like one more prospect, even two actually, in here. J McBride. USA Central, our only scout in the USA Central. His job's pretty important. Let's scout tomorrow, hopefully. The good thing is the USA East or West person can always help out the scout because there are a fair amount of USA Central prospects. Like there are quite a lot. Even like to scout the first 200, it takes months upon months upon months. Second QMJHL, Dennis Seidenberg, of course. First one did up to first 165, okay. So Dennis Seidenberg's job gets lighter and lighter as the years go on, as the QMJHL prospects sort of disappear. Like today, just due until Bulio. Actually, is there a goalie close by? Delorme, sure. Shipley was being scouted. Brossois was being scouted. And this only takes me till February 9th. So actually, Dennis Seidenberg can get a bit of double scouting on Robida and Payet. Russia, our first Russia scout. Okay. Let's aim for top 200. Let's say Greyer, top 250. That's way too much. So he'll only scout to the first 170. Our second Liga scout now. The first one did up to 229. The second one, their job is pretty light today. Right after 229. There's not much to scout after that. I mean, here, let's say you want to scout. Okay, there are no goalies nearby. So let's say you want to scout, I don't know, say the top 300 and then do double scouting. Even Lars Enquist, he's being scouted. So you can do so much double scouting with this scout. Like you can get maybe the first 100 double scouted entirely. First 139 double scouted entirely in one go. Now we have this WHL, third WHL scout. Our second one did up to 238. So we could use some more scouting and then some double scouting. So think, what was the last one? 238? Yeah, okay. So up to 238. Let's get up to bats scouted. Right? and then you get some more double scouting. The first two prospects double scouted. Now comes our extra Liga scout. Let's get, say, up to the first 427 scouted. That takes us till... Honestly, that takes way more time than I thought it would. So, never mind. Only up to the first 232, which isn't even that great. Russia, our second scout in Russia. Our first did up to 170. Okay. So our second will go after 170. And let's say you want to go to Greyer. Okay. And then that gives us plenty of room to just double scout. So we should hopefully have like a very accurate depiction of what our prospects will be in Russia, for sure. Our third OHL scout, what did our second one do? I mean, our second one is pretty good. B overall. A+ in the OHL. Did up to 233. We could use some more scouting. And then some double scouting. So maybe up to 250. Or, yeah, let's go up to Tucker. And I know I scouted Jalon McBride with the last one. So now we just do double scouting. There we go. So we get the first 48 double scouted. Our second SHL scout. Yeah, our second SHL scout. Our first one did up to the first 237. So really not much to do for the second one, besides double scouting. But he can add some more, like maybe up to Juntanen. Right. And then do a ton of double scouting. On the top 100. Is that? No, it's Stefan Sjogren. Must be a brother of Sven Sjogren from Data 782 series. And now is our NLA scout, our only one. So I don't know what expectations to set. Let's say top 500. He takes a long time to scout one individual player. Like he takes 10 days for one player. So maybe it's more like realistically, like, I don't know. Yeah, up to the 300th player, February 20th. That's pretty good. And then, so that means our lines are set. Our HL lines are set. Our NHL lines are set. Our scouting is set. Everything is set. Let's hop in to our first regular game season of 2032. And let's see how the team does before the trade deadline, where I'm going to wrap this episode. So let's simulate this game live, since I believe we have Arizona's pick somewhere. Oh, that's not a good start. Okay, but we tied up 3-3, and then we lose 8-5. Jeez, Edgar Knights. I mean, if that's how you're gonna play for the rest of the season, then you might just be benched because, yeah, Dustin Romano. I mean, you're probably gonna play, but Dustin Romano is probably gonna play better than that. Next team we want to face Washington. We have Washington's pick somewhere down the lines, but that's like way far into the future. Okay, so then maybe let's go, I don't know, Chicago, Anaheim, St. Louis, Detroit. Let's go see Anaheim for you, Slim buddy. Slim loves his Anaheim Ducks, so let's go see Anaheim. Why not? 3-2 shootout loss versus Chicago. Not concerned, especially since Joe Pavelski is a new coach. I mean, I'm not. Okay, Pierre-Luc Dubois, Clinton Griffith, Charpentier. Clinton Griffith adds one more. Liam Sedin and Jamie Newendike wrap it up. We win that for our first win of the season. Next team we want to see Edmonton. They're a nice playoff rival. We're not gonna see the draft class quite yet. St. Louis 5-2 win. All right, the boys are back to their winning ways. Yep, 7-2 win versus Detroit 3-1 win. And here we go with the player conversations. Persuade. Team player, let's go, boys. Management's happy with that. And he gains one morale. I like that. Kyle Sloan. Really like the current line. Do think the team is better. I like it. I like the idea of Kyle Sloan playing it more. You know what? A rare promise for me. I'm gonna actually give a player a promise. Vince Gibson, no. You're a second liner, dude. You're not gonna get more time. Yeah, sorry, bud. That's a disagree. Okay, so we promised Kyle Sloan more ice time. So let's give him some more ice time. He can temporarily play, let's see, Newendike is a plus 4 points with a -4. Gibson is performing nicely. London is performing nicely. Let's wake up Newendike a little bit, put him on the third line for a little bit. Kyle Sloan can take his spot. Yep, and that's pretty good. And now we're facing Edmonton. Definitely a game we want to see. They're definitely one of our strongest competitors. Newendike is now angry. I'm gonna persuade you. Sorry, bud. Can't play you more than I already am playing you. In fact, I'm benching you because you haven't been playing well as of late. So honestly, I think it's frankly ridiculous that you asked for a pay raise as Edmonton wins versus us 2-1. But it's definitely looking good. Colorado are bad to start off the season, so I guess we won't watch them. Let's go see, LA, undefeated in regulation. So let's go see him. Kyle Sloan is very happy you kept the promise. Thank you very much. I'm happy I could help you out, Kyle Sloan. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna Margin viscoskis now. Always persuade. Always try and persuade. All right, team player playing 12 minutes a night. He's happy though. He's happy. We get 6-1 win versus Colorado, followed by 4-1 win. The Kings are on top of the Pacific Division. Wow. Even with trading away Clinton Griffith to SA. So this will be a huge night for Clinton Griffith, hopefully. They get Jesse Ylonen in to score. Then we get Charpentier and Henrik London to score. They get Lidstrom to score, and we get Hulsey to score, and we win it 4-2. Vince Gibson ties it up, so we give the Kings their first regulation loss And we are on fire. Let's see another good team. Let's go see Vegas right over here. Tampa. 4-2 loss versus Tampa. Come on. Can't have that. And then a 3-2 loss versus the Canucks. In a stacked division like this, we can't afford to go down. We can't afford to lose games, period. We need to win, especially a 4-9-4. Okay, thank God. Thank God. We get a shootout win versus them. Vegas is one of the another good team of our division. So yeah, let's go see Vegas. 13-14. 3-1 for us in the first period. Then they make it 3-3. Goes into OT, goes into shootout. We win in the shootout. Henrik London. Let's go. We win in the shootout. We're tied for first, second, third, and fourth. Also, the Senators are a pretty good team as well, so might as well face them too. First period, 4-3, heavy on the scoring. Bailey, Norna, Vorobiev, 2 goals each. Nuremberg and Charpentier for us. And then the boys scored a ton of goals. Shannon for them, Kako, Viscoskis, Gibson, and Hardychuk all for us. What a game! 8-7. Jeez. That is a lot of scoring as we win 8-7. We still got the dub, so I'm happy with that, but that's concerning, gotta say. Edgar Knights might be benched for a little while if he performs bad like that. Next team we want to face is... Let's go see the Oilers. Huge stretch of simming up coming here in the calendar, so we're really hoping that we get some victories. We continue our fire run, 16-4-1. Pavelski is having a great start as head coach of the Seattle Lions. Sorry about this one, Yves Blouin. Lose chemistry, lose morale. Now Carl Sloan is sorry for how he's playing out there. I'll persuade him. He's confident. Dallas, 6-5 shootout win. And now Jamie Newendike is also... But he's glad we're on the same page. So many guys saying sorry for how I'm playing out there, but we're like 20 and something. Come on, boys. You can't be angry like that. Like, we're doing amazing. Just have some confidence in yourselves. 5-3 win versus San Jose. We're on top of the division. Carolina, Raleigh, 6-0 shutout versus Carolina. We're definitely scoring a lot. 4-3 loss versus Winnipeg. 5-4 shootout loss versus Calgary, and then 6-2 win versus Philadelphia. 5-2 win versus the Devils. Still first in the division. 4-3 win versus Minnesota. 6-3 loss versus Preds. 6-3 win versus the Islanders. Arizona. 5-4 OT win versus Arizona. 3-2 loss versus Chicago. Anaheim, they're a good team. Yeah, getting a big dub there, 3-2 win. And then the Blues, 6-4 win. Detroit should be easy, I guess, 6-2 win. 3-2 shootout win. Columbus, 7-5 win. We're scoring a ton, but we're also allowing quite a bit of goals. Edmonton Oilers now facing them. They're in our division, one of the best teams. We allow 5 goals in the first period. Romano gives up 3, gets pulled. Edgar Knights gives up 2, and then gives up 1 more. Terrible goaltending. What can I say? 6-1 loss versus the Oilers. Let's go see stats. I'm not looking to change things, especially because Clinton Griffith is rocking it. I mean, less goals than usual, but many points, many assists. He's definitely becoming a nice, well-rounded player as we go on. He has 52 points in 39 games, on pace for a 100-point season. He's playing really well. Same with Kako, Dubois playing really well, London playing really well, Gibson playing really well, Antropov, Hordichuk, Lane, Viscoskis, Newendike, Kyle Sloan, Charpentier, Sharma. Definitely happy with the offense thus far. What's concerning is goaltending. Okay, yeah, Edgar Knights, what are you doing? Dustin Romano is doing so much better than Edgar Knights. Okay, so let's ride the hot hand of Dustin Romano, and let's play him a lot more by turning off auto-rotate goalies. And let's also have a little bit of a check on contracts. Now that London is scoring at oh my goodness, Antropov wants 11.7 mil. We don't have the space for anyone. London wants 7.8 mil. Oh boy. Oh boy. Kyle Sloan wants only 4.5 mil. Joshua Sharma wants 2.6 mil. Oh boy, are there a lot of all expiring. Look at this. This is one of the biggest contract years in a while. Edmund Hughes too. Other than that, nothing. Let's have a check on growth. Let's see who's growing. I mean, we know London, we know Griffith, we know Blaine, Romano, Dubois, Kako, Antropov. Good growth for sure. What about in the system? Getting nice growth from guards, Leon guards. Nice little goalie. Watson, Mankari. Bell getting some growth, nice. Overall getting some nice growth in the system too. Looking at, let's go look at overall NHL stats for a little while. Let's see who's contending. I think Griffith might be a contender for Art Ross. Let's see though. Entire league. Oh, it's Alexander Rohr, yeah, followed by Carter Gannon, followed by Clinton Griffith. And in terms of the, Vil Galino. Okay. So definitely doing really well offensively. All right, let's get some more simming done. Let's say Colorado. Kings are pretty good. Kings are really good. Let's go see the Kings. Colorado should be an easy win. Hoping a nice bounce back after 6-1 maybe. Yep, 4-0 shutout. Nice. 5-4 loss versus Montreal. 6-1 win versus Boston. Oh yeah, I forgot. We want Romano to be in that for a little while. We want to ride the hot hand of Dustin Romano. Why are we still playing Clinton? Why are we still playing? Oh, we aren't playing at Knights. Okay, yeah. Let Romano ride on his little hot hand because he is on fire currently in goaltending. Let's go see the Kings. We know the Kings are a good team, 26-14. First period, 1-0. Second period, 2-0. Third period, 4-1 win. We shut down the door. We make sure they can't score. We win 4-1. Let's go see. The next team we want to see is... I like the idea of seeing Washington with their Maurice Richard leader. And are there any teams we also want to see before the deadline? Nope, there isn't. So let's just go sim against Washington. Here we go. Tampa. 4-2 loss versus Tampa. They've had our number this season. 4-0 shutout versus Vancouver Canucks. Draft class is there. 6-5 win versus Buffalo. That's pretty good. Florida. 8-2 win. There we go. 3-2 loss versus Pittsburgh. Surprising loss right there. Vegas 5-4 win, and then we lose 7-5 versus a very good Suns team. We win 3-2 in OT versus Toronto, and now we're facing the Washington Capitals. 2-2 in the first period. Liam Sedin, Morgan Viscoskis, Maurice Richard, leader Guliano, and Svechnikov for them. Yikes. Tyson Jost, Gordon, and Svechnikov again. Cool C for us. And oh my goodness, what a comeback. Pierre-Luc Dubois, Henrik London, Yavis Blouin, and Gibson all score while just Morgan Frost scores for Washington. They choked, and we won. Okay. Next game. Let's just go sim until the 27th. Then I'm going to leave this episode right here after taking a look at stats and stuff. 3-2 shootout loss versus Dallas. 3-1 win versus San Jose. Oh, yeah. Deals are starting to pop up. 3-2 OT loss versus Carolina. 1-0 OT loss versus Winnipeg. Offense got shut down for 2 consecutive games. And then when the offense pops back up, the defense decides to suck. 5-4 shootout loss. 5-4 shootout win. All right, back in the wins column. There we go. Some trades going down. Lots of trades going down. Plenty of trades going down. 4-2 win versus the Devils, followed by a 3-2 loss versus the Wild. Losing a bit more than I would like recently. But then we end off the last 2 games before the deadline really, really strong with a 3-0 shutout versus Predators, followed by a 7-0 shutout versus the Islanders. I'm really, really happy with that. Clinton Griffith has 79 points in 62 games. He's up to 97 overall. This man is just... wow. I mean, he's 90s across the board. And because Clinton Griffith has done so well, Capo Caco and Pierre-Luc Dubois are having their best seasons in quite a long time. As Pierre-Luc Dubois and Capo Caco are back above a point per game. Back above a point per game. Just because they have this monster of a first liner with them. Clinton Griffith. Absolutely killing it. 35 goals, 44 assists. Capo Caco dishing out the assists. Dubois dishing out the assists. Henrik London, 63 points. He's having a massive second season. Actually, third season for us. Up from his 44 point and 53 point. Now he's established himself as the man. Marcus Antropov also as a 94 medium franchise. This is his best offensive season yet. 62 points, 52 points already. He is not only a defensive beast now, but also an offensive beast. Vince Gibson, he plays pretty well, always. He's on pace for his usual stuff. Horty Chuck, now this is a surprise. A fourth liner putting up 42 points. This is what chemistry can do. Chemistry. George Charpentier, 36 points. He's killing it as well. Kyle Sloan, he's actually not doing that well. In fact, I might drop him back to the third line. Yavis Boulain, Morgan Viscoskis, Joshua Sharma, Jamie Newendike. Hold on. He's down to 84 overall. He must be demoralized because I had him on the third line for a long time. I forgot about him, honestly. Goalies, Dustin Romano just running away with it. 918 save percentage, 23-8-4 with 5 shutouts. I say we keep riding the hot hand known as Dustin Romano. Even though Edgar Knights is a higher overall, even though he's supposed to be better, it doesn't matter. We go with the person that's simming the best. And that is not Edgar Knights. That's not Edgar Knights for sure. All right, let's promote Newendike back to the second line so that he can get his morale back up. He's very demoralized. Yeah, very unhappy with the team because I had him on the third line. He's just lost all of his morale, but he'll get back. I promise. Kyle Sloan will play third line for the time being. Honestly, like really nice. Whoa, hold on. Why is Hollistruck demoralized too? 83 overall. Current morale is neutral. Why is he 83 overall? That's why. Is it because like he's not getting enough ice time even though he's producing? Yikes. That is now something that hurts. I hope. What if I promote? Oh. Nah, I can't drop Antropov. Gotta keep it like this then. Never mind. Oof, some demoralization impacting our players here, but still really doing really well. In the AHL, we're actually doing really well too. I'm very happy with the AHL too. Yep. Our team has been great in the NHL, in the AHL, especially the NHL. This is really good. We're going to make deals in the next episode. We're going to assign scouting in the next episode. We're going to view the draft class in the next episode. Because all that stuff is time that it takes time. We can see progress reports for now. Look at Clinton Griffin. Henrik London, too, getting a ton of statistical and morale growth. Same with Clinton Griffith. Yavis Boulain getting some statistical growth. Dubois, morale, and statistical growth, even though his age is up there. Dustin Romano has statistical minuses. Not sure why that is. Kako has statistical pluses. Same with Antropov. And Kovanov has some natural growth. In the system, nice growth. Medium elite on guard, 63. Bell is already up to 79. He's going to be nice and ready for the NHL next season. Mankari is growing a little bit. Same with Tamura, Lawton. Coop is growing nicely. Lons is growing nicely. Lowry is growing nicely. Some good growth. Voutilainen grew a little bit. Kerslak growing a little bit. Really nice growth. Really doing well. I'm surprised as to how well we are doing, even without our best coach, who's retired now. I guess it's the chemistry. I mean, the chemistry does make an impact. Look at Clinton Griffin. My God. And I'm guessing the contracts, yup, our Antropov is going to want a whole lot of money. And same with London. I'm guessing his demands have raised. Yup, 11 mil. Oh boy, it's going to be a slog fest. Kyle Sloan wants 6 mil. Joshua Sharma wants 3.6 mil. Jeez, we're going to have to get rid of a lot more players now. A lot more players if we want to keep it up. If we want to keep if you want to keep it up, yeah. Oh boy. That's a progress report. That's a contract. It's gonna be tough this off season for sure, but for now, we're doing amazing. Clinton Griffith is among the Art Ross leaders, I believe. I mean, look at this. Look at the stats. Jeez, my team is doing amazing. This team is doing, frankly, better than a lot of teams. And let's look at if any of our players are contenders for trophies. Art Ross. Actually, let's check goalies. Yeah. Save percentage wise, Thatcher Demko, Dustin Romano, really up there, 36 games played. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, really nice. I would say right now he deserves a Benzina just because Thatcher Demko and Romano haven't played as many games, but I think once the season ends, they probably will. Brendan Lagasse, he's doing well up in Florida. He's a good goalie. It's just that we have better goalies. I mean, we have Dustin Romano. He is amazing. He's a playoff performer. He's someone that actually sims well. And yeah. So he might be in contention for the Vezina. Now, in terms of all skaters, Griffith is in the Art Ross conversation. 4 points behind Worobiev and Carter Gannon. He's also definitely not winning the Maurice Richard, as that honor will go to Vil Galino, scoring almost 1 goal per game. He is the new version of Alex Ovechkin with 99 shot, 98, and 99. His shot is way too good for this league. And he just scores with a shooting percentage of 21.3. That is insane. Will Galino. That is someone. Washington might be cup contenders. Let's look at defensemen, though. Because looking at defensemen, Quinn Hughes is on top. But our boy, Marcus Antropov, who is by far a better defensive contributor than Quinn Hughes. I mean, just look at the plus minus. First of all, plus minus is better. Defensive awareness is better. Shot blocking, stick checking is better. He's a DFD that still scored points compared to Quinn Hughes, who is an offensive defenseman. In my opinion, this year's Maurice Richard should go to Marcus Antropov. Also, Lucas Newbo is having himself a nice season for Washington. Good to see for him. Of course, I really like Lucas Newbo. It's just unfortunate we had to trade him away, but he's still really good. I like him, and he definitely helped Washington. So yeah, we have a player contending for trophies in each of our ways. And the last thing I'm gonna do is this is actually something I'm gonna do because of the fact that now that there's not many actual players, I don't know what the lines look like. So here's what the lines look like of each team. We have 91, 87, 88. Lucas Raymond, Sam Steele, Kali Erzberg. 87, 86, 90. Jacob Radulov, Klim Kostin, and Antti Nokelainen. Wilson Garrison, 84. Noah Dalfall, 86. Raymond Barnett, 80. 80, 84, 82. That's a nice offense. Defensively looking pretty weak. Goaltending is really weak. Next, Vladimir Lissin. His career went off the rails. I mean, he's a garbage goaltender. Sorry, Coyotes. Let's look at their offense. Matthew Barzal, 86, 84, 85. They're kind of bad. They're really bad, honestly. Playing a 75 in the NHL. That's Martin Bancks is on their first pair. Yikes, 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 yikes. Sorry, Arizona. I don't think you're doing well. Boston, let's see. Offense, 86, 86, 89, 85, 84, 86, 83, 76, 80, 79, 77, 76. Okay, not bad. But their defense is garbage. Absolute garbage. And their goaltending is also pretty bad. Vasilevsky should retire. Buffalo, goaltending is bad. Goaltending of a lot of these teams are pretty bad. They have Eichel and Jack Hughes. They have Matthew Hughes too. Joe Webb as well. Nice offense. Fedotenko as well. Jeez, we traded them a lot. So that's for Buffalo. Nice. Carolina has a nice first line. Pretty good second line too. And good offense, I would say. Weak defense. Good goaltending. Jalen Thornton, even though he's having a bad season this year, he's an amazing goaltender. Columbus, good goaltending, I would say. 85, 81. That's respectable. Dalton, Peterson, Zamnov, Guerrero, Rossi, Raymond. Backer, Martins, Nylander. Pretty weak offense. Defense is really bad as well. So Columbus is not doing too hot. Calgary, pretty bad defense. Offense is really nice, though. I like their offense. I mean, they have good offense. Not the best depth, but pretty good. Chicago, their first pair is amazing defensively, but after that it just falls off. In terms of goaltending, they have decent goaltending, 84, 78. And in terms of offense, they're not the best offense. They're okay. I would say they're a pretty mediocre team. Then we have Colorado. They've really fallen off this season because Nathan McKinnon has, well, I mean, he's simming well, but technically he's off. Dalton Holt, they still have Mikko Rantanen. The plus minuses just haven't been good, but they're really good offensively still, in my opinion. It's their defense, especially their third pair, that's letting them down with Ulf Enroth, which is a former first-round pick. He busted on Colorado, probably because he's playing third pair as a 72 overall. And in net, yeah, so it's probably their goaltending letting them down as well as their defense. Dallas doesn't have the best goaltending. Offensively, they're pretty good. Defensively, Heiskanen is a beast, but other than that, they're okay. Detroit, their defense is okay. Respectable. Their offense is really good. Like, they don't have any flashy players, like above 89, above 90, but look at the depth. 87, 87, 86. 85, 87, 85. 77, 82, 84. 82, 82, 83. That's really nice depth offensively. And in net, they have two decent goalies. Edmonton, of course, has Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, who's an amazing goaltender. They also have Connor McDavid still chugging along, still scoring at an absurd rate. Jesse Puljujarvi, Killer Yamamoto. They have good offense, not as stacked as it used to be, Zarkov is amazing defensively, but other than that, their defense is kind of weak. So yeah. Florida now, Nick Hague, pretty weak defense. Honestly, one of the worst, I would say. Also, that offense is pretty bad as well. And their goaltending, though, Brendan Lagasse is pretty much carrying them. Kings, Yuri Mironov, Angelo Tongs, pretty good young goaltending squad. Amazing first line, amazing second line, amazing third line, amazing offense. No wonder the Kings are doing well. They have an amazing offense, and really that's all that matters in EA. Decent defense too, not the worst. Wild, bad defense, really, really bad defense, honestly. And offensively, they're not that much better. Except for Warrior BF, which they're playing on the second line. I don't know why. What are they doing? He could probably be putting even more points on the first line. And in net, they have Justin Straight. Not bad. So Montreal, they have no goalies. Offensively, their first line is deadly. Their second line is deadly. Their third line is pretty good. So arguably one of the strongest top nines. Fourth line drops off a little bit, but that's to be expected. They have Kel McCarr still chugging along. Not as good as he used to be, but still pretty good. Their defense is respectable for sure. New Jersey, their defense is garbage. Their offense is decent, but admittedly not the best, clearly. And in nets, they have Brandon Suster, who's pretty good. Nashville, they have Sterling, Steven Shepard. He's a good overall goalie, but he doesn't sim well, so. They have good offense, of course, but, I mean, their defense is weak and their goaltending is weak, so that's why they aren't able to do many big things. Their first pair is amazing here, but after that, it falls off majorly. You also have Lee Krause at age 30, chugging along. He's also starting to get old. One of the, I believe, the first franchise player in this franchise mode. He's at 1,000 points. He's really good. Their offense is definitely pretty strong. Their defense is really weak, and their goaltending is pretty weak too. New York, goaltending is pretty weak. Offense is decent. Defense is good. I like that defense. It's better than most. Ottawa, defense is really nice. I love the defensive depth. Chabot might be an 81, but he's still got it. And Brandstrom, of course. Franchise. And then their offense, mind-blowing. I mean, Brady Tkachuk, Vorobiev, Lafreniere, one of the deadliest first lines. They have good veteran presence as well with a guy like Huberto, a guy like Rubtsov, and Colin White. Definitely rocking the veteran presence. I like their team. Philadelphia, weak defense. So-so offense. Carter Hart in net. Not simming that great. Pittsburgh, they have a decent goaltender. They have a decent first line, but after that falls off. So the offense is a bit weak. Defense is also a bit weak. And they're clearly rebuilders. San Jose, defense is pretty weak. Except for Vladislav Nikulin. Offense is really nice. I like their offense. I mean, it's not really nice, but I like their offense. And they don't have the best goaltending. So the key is, if you have good goaltending, you're going to do well. Because most teams don't have good goaltending. And, look, even St. Louis, good offense, definitely. But bad goaltending, bad defense. It's just how it goes in this franchise. Is that yeah, terrible. Oh my goodness. Tampa Bay. This is a team that has won 2 games versus us. Sears, is this a joke? 74 playing on the first pair. Is that a joke? That's a joke. Tampa is arguably the worst team right now. Well, look at that. That's garbage. Okay, it's Toronto now. Terrible goaltending. Offense is pretty weak. Defense is pretty weak. I mean, all these teams are garbage compared to us. Offense, it's weak. Goaltending, it's weak. Like, look at that. Okay, Vegas has pretty good goaltending, I would say. Because Stuart Skinner, okay, he isn't swimming well, but Palat is pretty good. Offense, decent. Good depth, definitely. Like, no flashy names again, but, like, amazing depth all the way around. Same with defensively. The Vegas Golden Knights are rocking the we don't want big names. We just want people who will get the job done. I respect that. Winnipeg have a great first pair, but it really falls off. Why are they playing a 58 overall in the NHL? This makes no sense. Like, you can sign a better player. Kevin LeBlanc, Dylan Cousins, Patrick Laine, really nice first sign. But after that, falls off. Defensively, I don't know what they're doing. Goaltending-wise, they have Gustafsson, who sims well, but they're not playing him. Actually, they are. 45 games played. He is amazing. I love it. I mean, he sims really well. Honestly, probably their best player, even though he's only 81 overall. And then last team is Washington, who have Thatcher Demko as an 82, 37-year-old. He's playing well. And Quentin Betts, 82, not playing as well. Offense is, yeah, it's really nice. They have lots of depth, and they have a great first line. Defensively, arguably pretty good first pair. Decent second and third pair. But yeah, clearly, we're superior to any of the teams I've just said. So I think we should win another cup. But this is going to wrap it up for this season. Next episode, we're going to go through the playoffs. And yeah, we're going to go through the playoffs so that I can ask you questions. Because it's really spicing things up. Because now, year after year, there's cap issues after cap issues after cap issues after cap issues. And that's what we have to figure out. I'm your host, Legend3245. And I'll be back with another video next week.